the facts of the operation, the killing of Mr. Swart, is something that happens in Gauteng. When you say you would have expected General Mkhwanazi to inform you, on what basis is that?
Commissioner, the killing of Mr. Swart, I'm not supposed to be informed about that. It doesn't result in the mandate of the DPCR. It only comes when we are classifying this as organized crime, not the murder, Commissioner.
The question still, because you, as I've understood your statement and your testimony, you say if things were done properly and there was proper coordination, you would have expected General Mkhwanazi to alert you that there is this operation. And the question really is, why him? I understood from your statement, and please correct me if I'm wrong, that that expectation came from the fact that he authorized members of PKTT to come and assist the GCI ops. I understood that to be your basis, that he should have informed you. Am I correct in that understanding, or is there a different basis?
Yes, because then it is being classified as an organized crime, not only the murder of Mr. Swart. So if it is classified as an organized crime, I expected that at least one should be informed.
Commissioner Baloy's point is that then it would be the provincial commissioner in Gauteng who should inform you, not a provincial commissioner in KZN, because this is not a KZN case.
Yes, so I will accept that and say that whoever provincial commissioner is aware of that, the national head need to be informed. So I agree that it could be the provincial commissioner of Gauteng. I'm not sure if he was aware himself.
But why did you bring the KZN commissioner into the picture?
It is because of the sending of the members from KZN. I thought that it means that they are aware of particular organized crime projects that need to be handled in Gauteng. So it is the point where I can see the knowledge of organized crime.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Paragraph 100.
Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi seems to have relied on the opinion of witness A and witness B. I have noted that he has not repeated this allegation in his statement or oral testimony in both the commission or the ad hoc committee in Parliament. I take that he has effectively withdrawn the allegations of interruption. The allegations are now left with witness A and witness B. The duo are not qualified to express an opinion at all. Captain Maxwell Wanda may express an opinion on forensic field, but not on the purpose of sending the team to a possible scene of crime. He reportedly told the Captain Nokia from Johannesburg, a serious organized crime, that they were SAP's toppest, a self-proclaimed distinction.
And why do you say witnesses A and B are not qualified to say that the DPCI members went there to interfere with the operation?
Yeah, my view is that they are expressing an opinion. The facts, the knowledge of why the members of the Hawks are sent there are known by me. What they are expressing is their view, opinion, which I thought that they should not be expressing that opinion.
If you are saying that on the basis that in a court of law, for example, opinion evidence is not admissible except for opinions made or proffered by experts, that does not apply here.
Yeah, I'm aware that there are certain exceptions where they can express certain opinion on certain
Okay,
things. But
all right.
in this regard, I felt that they should not express an opinion on this one.
All right.
I am the one who is the custodian of the Information Commissioner.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, General. 101.
Throughout my professional interactions, I have never experienced any difficulties or issues in my relationship with Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi. Our communication has always been straightforward and without conflict, allowing for effective collaboration and mutual understanding in all matters pertaining to our official duties. During the KwaZulu-Natal Hawks Annual Excellent Awards ceremony, I commended him for saying a spade when he refers to a spade.
And then at paragraph 102, you set out certain interactions you've had with General Mkhwanazi starting in March 2024 and then going up to June 2025 to illustrate that you had a cordial, collegial relationship with him, correct?
That's correct, Commissioner.
We won't go through all of them. There is one that I do want to refer to. It is the one on the 26th of January 2025. If you could read that one, please. At paragraph 102.2.
On 26 January 2025, I sent a request as follows. Good morning, General. I hope that you are well. I would like to have a 5 to 10 minutes talk with you relating to some intervention that may be sought from yourself. Thank you, General. We met as we were all in Durban for Police Day activities, and I provided him with assistance sought from him in connection with the Newcastle case number 408 of 1/2025, where it was alleged that a captain enlisted the services of a hitman to kill a sergeant investigating a case which I also brought to the attention of Lieutenant General Lebeya. I must add that I received the information about the challenge in this case from the Minister of Police on 21st of January 2025 and arranged to meet the team in KZN as they were not comfortable with meeting my DPCI team in KZN to hear the concerns.
And the Minister of Police we're referring to there is Minister Mkhunu.
That is correct, Commissioners.
And you had met with him on the 21st of January 2025, or was it a telephone discussion?
It could be the telephone. I'm not very much sure about the physical meeting because the 20th and the 21st, there shall have been also a physical meeting, which I think that Advocate Andrea Johnson may have testified about. I think it's the 20th. Some I find that possibly on the SMS regarding the provision of the information.
And the minister had raised challenges regarding the investigation with you. What was his concern?
Members from KZN shall have approached him regarding assistance in the investigation that they were doing. They needed assistance. And those included taxi-related killings and the like, which I felt that this belonged in the detective service. General Lebeya could be in a better position to deal with that, while there was a view that the Hawks should deal with that. So I was just trying to deal with that so that it doesn't belong in the DPCI, but let me try to understand the concerns of the members. Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you. Then the next interaction is at 102.6. If you can read that.
I sent him the number of Advocate Andrea Johnson of Investigative Directorate Against Corruption, IDEC, as he requested and confirmed telephonically. He appreciated.
Do you recall when this was?
On the 2nd of June 2020, on the 2nd of June 2025.
The 2nd of June 2025 is where you say he responded to your message and said, "Good morning, General, I wish you well on the next chapter of your life." Was it the same day?
No, I think that I shall have to check my message on the specific date, but I think that is either the 1st or the 2nd.
And did General Mkhwanazi tell you why he wanted Advocate Johnson's number?
No, he did not tell me. I did not ask him. I just felt that this one is a colleague that I know of. There must be reason. Let me not go into asking the reason why he needed the number of the IDEC Hawk. We work closely with them, so I just provided the number. I did not ask why.
Thank you. 103.
I know Lieutenant General Dumisani Samuel Khumalo of Crime Intelligence Head Office, and I also know Major General Mbuso Khumalo, the Deputy Provincial Commissioner, Crime Detection Gauteng, under whose command the Gauteng detectives, including the Gauteng Organized Crime Unit, resort. I have never had any problem with either of the two. None of the two has shared information about possible operation. That would have obviated the need to send the Hawks team. While accepting that the operation was secret, when the team updated Lieutenant General Khumalo about the developments, a telephone call to advise me that his team was conducting an operation could have avoided unnecessary confusion.
And then at 104, you mentioned communication between you and General Khumalo, Dumisani Khumalo, in 2024 and 2025. And then if I could ask you if you could read from the sentence, 7 lines from the bottom that starts, vetting is an area where crime intelligence is receiving 15%. Do you see that sentence?
That's correct, Commissioners.
Yes.
Maybe before you do that, General, in that preceding paragraph where you talk about if the two Khumalos had called you, it would have obviated any confusion. Is there a practice or protocol where whether it's the DPCI or the other units of the SAPS, when they do operations, is there a protocol or practice where you tell each other? Because that suggests, that paragraph left unexplained suggests that this was a deviation. This may well have been a deviation because of secrecy or whatever reason, other reasons, a deviation from either protocol or practice.
It is not every project or every operation that they have to inform the DPCI. It may not be relevant for that other environment. It is only where one knows that this one is relevant. Under normal circumstances, if it was an investigation of murder, it wasn't necessary to inform the Hawks.
And that which is relevant to the other unit, that communication or coordination, if you like, is it by way of, is it because there is a protocol in place, whether written or agreed? And I ask the question, in fact, as you answer the question, keep this in mind. When Advocate Johnson was testifying and she spoke, I think might have been the first meeting between you and her, or in some context you met, she says, you said something like, stay in your lane. You said that to her, which means do not encroach on my work. I ask again with that, in that context, that is there anything in place that regulates how you cooperate with each other and therefore do not end up straddling onto each other's mandates and operations, in fact?
It's just a general practice that guide collaboration. You don't find in one document. You find all over. I attached some of the documents that I dealt with in 2000, where I was briefing all of the detectives in Gauteng. Among them, you'll find where we talk about collaboration, working relationship between detective and the crime intelligence and the like, all stakeholders. So it's just a practice where it is necessary to involve others that you may collaborate. Like Section 17, capital letter F, will bring in enforce the collaboration, but it's not every action, operation that require all the stakeholders. Otherwise, there will be a waste of time to deal with something that does not require the others. I think that regarding Advocate Johnson staying in the lane, maybe when it comes to dealing with the laws regarding the establishment of ID, IDEC, and those, maybe I can highlight what I was referring to, staying in the lanes.
Maybe let me ask a much more direct question. In this operation that we are talking about here in your paragraph 103, was this the first time or the first time where an operation which is relevant to your mandate, insofar as this is supposed to be an organized crime operation, which is relevant to your mandate, that the SAPS unit, other SAPS unit, as happened here, GCI Ops, conducted without informing you that we have this operation, or is this something that happens with some regularity?
Just to clarify that, Commissioner, the operation itself was not necessarily what the Hawks were supposed to do. We found ourselves going there because there is this perception that people say that they are the Hawks members. Otherwise, under normal circumstances, they should have arrived there and verified that no, they are not the Hawks members. They did not pretend to be members of the Hawks, and part ways. It could not have gone any further. The only thing is the accusation that why do you send the members? You are disrupting, you are interfering. That is why it would appear that it seems as if we were saying that investigation that they were doing was a mandate of the Hawks. It wasn't.
When you say it wasn't the mandate of the Hawks, are you saying there was no need to inform you about it? Maybe let me use a different example. If you didn't get a call from, you say, Malcolm X, to say there are people pretending to be the Hawks, if you hadn't received that call and these members of the SAPS who are at the property, they conducted their operation and completed it, would you or would you not have a complaint that, but that's an organized crime, that falls within the organized crime definition, we should have been informed as well that you are conducting that kind of operation? I'm trying to get to understand that.
It's correct. I shall not have complained that they are operating on the mandate of the Hawks, because there in the SAPS, they also have got the organized crime component, which was handling that. So if it is organized crime, it's supposed to be organized crime on level 1 and 2. It means it hasn't reached the stage where it needs the hawks. Under normal circumstances, we wouldn't want that investigation of that case. They can carry on. I still doubt as to whether when they charge everybody, they charge them in terms of the Organized Crime Act, which I think that is the normal crime that they are charging them on, which may be mislabeling of that incident.
Thank you. I am answered. Thank you.